everyone, welcome back to the last part in this series of nail designs. We're going to go and do some more festive ideas and see what we can come up with. For today's video, I've already created this little penguin nail, and what I'm going to do is follow the exact same method but create a robin. So we're going to have two designs in one here. So let's get started. As always, make sure you've done your base coat and then thin coats onto the nail. We're going with a brown here for the base of our robin. Now on the one that I've already created, I used a grey to make a penguin, but you could do black for a penguin, or you could even do kind of a blue, a navy or an icy blue. They're all quite nice for Christmassy penguin nails. So we'll let this brown base coat dry and we'll come back and do a second coat. Okay, so same thing again, another thin coat of the brown for our robin. And then we're just going to let that dry and we'll come back and do a third and final coat. Okay, and then the third coat of the brown, and then we'll let that dry and we'll come back and move on with the next step of our robin. Okay, so for the robin's tummy, we're going to use red. So where we've used white on the penguin, we're going to use red on the robin. And all you do is you just don't go up as high when painting the nail. So the brown colour's gone all the way up the nail, and the red's just going to do about half and make the tummy shape. Okay, so now that the robin has got a red tummy, or if you're doing a penguin, a white tummy, the next thing we're going to give them is some eyes. So I'm going to use my dotting tool that I showed you in a previous video, which is this one here. It's quite a big one, but you can also use your cocktail stick if you've been using one of those, or you may even be able to use your nail polish depending on the size of the brush. So I'm just going to take some white and we're going to draw quite a big dot for the eye. And then the trick now is making sure that the second eye matches in position and size, and that can be a little bit tricky to get them exactly the same. So I'm just wiggling a little bit to try and get them somewhere near the same level. And then you need to let that dry. So using our cocktail stick again, I'm going to grab a tiny bit of black paint, or palette polish should I say, and I'm going to dot inside the white of the eye for the robin's pupil, and then we're going to let that dry. Now I think this design, because of the shape of the penguin and the robin, this one would be so good if you had some round pebbles and you wanted to do some rock painting. Because of the shape of a pebble, I think it would be perfect for this. But also if you wanted to cut out some circle shapes and build the penguin or the robin to make a Christmas card. So if you cut out a grey and then a white and layered them on top of each other, you could make a really good penguin Christmas card. So that would be really nice as well. So we'll let this dry and we'll come back again. So our next stage is a beak and some claws. Now for the penguin over here, I've used orange, but for our little robin, I'm going to try yellow. So I'm going to use this cocktail stick again. And for the beak, I'm just going to go to the top of where the red tummy is and try and make a triangle. Now yellow, if you're using nail polish, yellow is notoriously thin and watery, so this might take a couple of layers to build up. So I'm just going to try and draw a little triangle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if we can get a nice shape, we can build a couple of layers up to make the robin's little beak. There we go. It's a pretty good triangle shape. And then for his feet, you could just draw kind of round little claws, but I like it to look a little bit more realistic. So I'm just going to do like little lines that kind of look like a bird's foot would look. Little claws. So one there and one on the other side. And this just looks super cute. We will let that dry and we'll be back. So that's our robin or penguin all finished now, looking very cute. So I'm just going to put a top coat on that one, let that dry, and that's it all finished. I hope you've enjoyed some nail art or managed to use it either on yourself doing nails or some sort of art and craft this week using those ideas. That's it all finished, and we'll just quickly before we go have a look at all of the different designs we've looked at this week together. Hopefully that's put you in a Christmassy mood too. There you go. So here's all of our Christmassy designs together. We've got our fairy lights, our Christmas presents, our Christmas trees, and then finally our robin and penguin. I hope you've enjoyed giving these a go, or at least watching, learning how to do them. Hope they've given you some ideas. Thank you so much everybody who's been watching all of these videos and following along all these tutorials and ideas. It's really been exciting to be able to do some things with you even though we've been apart. So I hope everyone's had a really good time, watched lots of videos, carry on watching them over Christmas if you'd like to. We're all missing you so much and can't wait to see you in the new year. Have a lovely Christmas, St. John's. Merry Christmas.